This fighter may have the best punching power in all of boxing. Jacked.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Zhoukou, China, introducing the Big Bang Zhang.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. There's the bell to start round 1. Beautiful counter punch. Nice job by him to block that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Good job stopping that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. That jab doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good defense on the right uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? There's a counter shot. Zhang is in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here, and he may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
And go back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on. Yes, I like that.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. This fighter fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You're fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
A straight right just misses. Time counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he scores with the counter. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
Punch, counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Catch and shoot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice job to block that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. Split appear. Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Get your jab back.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think...
And there's the bell to start round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The right hook misses. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. And the big bang just got banged. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Nice counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He threw the hook, didn't land. counter shot lands. They have no respect for each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. That punch scores. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Another scoring shot there. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Zang Dempsey, oh boy, in trouble. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got...
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's not that ever hope. Remember the fight that he ran the Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that time counter shot? How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Those counter punches have final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Dempsey in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter.
There's the bell to start round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Zhang is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Catch and shoot. That right hook not connecting. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The jab not finding its target. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
He misses with that jab. Don't want to trade shots. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much firepower here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Shots off and don't get
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both men step back for just a moment. we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hook misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! And the big bang just got banged! And down goes the big bang! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Exchange punches. Not the way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner. But eventually, these guys are going to have to do it all over again. A draw. Suck it up, Buttercup.